A lot of times, on my Discord server, people will ask a question, and then people will be helping, right? And it's one of the best things about my Discord server. Not to blow my own horn, but it's really not blowing my own horn. It's really thanking the people on my server who are so kind and helpful. And it's I can only I hope that it says something about me. I would take it as a big compliment if it said something about me that such kind and helpful people wanted to be on my server. I don't know. Probably doesn't. Probably just a fluke. But sometimes, Aerobrat, people will be helping someone with a problem, and they'll go down the wrong road and give maybe incorrect advice. And then I'll come along and go, well, have you tried this? And sometimes that turns out to be the right thing. And the people who were helping will be like, oh, hey, sorry. And I just want to say, don't. I mean, the number one thing that you need is a sincere desire to help somebody who needs help and has a question or has a problem. And that's how you learn how, like the first time you do it, maybe you give the wrong advice and then somebody else comes along and goes, well, actually, have you tried this? And you're like, oh shit, I was way off base. But the next time that problem comes up, you got it because you remember the last time when you didn't have it. So don't let the fact that maybe you were barking up the wrong tree on this one. I don't know if you were or not because I was doing a live stream. I wasn't following the whole conversation. But if you were barking up the wrong tree and somebody comes along and says, hey, you're barking up the wrong tree, you're way off base. You go, oh, well, crap. At least you cared. At least you were sincerely trying to help, which is way more than a lot of people. You could be the smartest person in the world. And if you're not here helping someone with that knowledge, you're no good to, I mean, you're probably good to somebody. You're living your best life, but you're not helpful here in this moment. So it doesn't matter how smart you are if you don't have the sincere desire to help people who have a problem, and if you're not then present to see their problem and try to help them with it. And I think a lot of people think that if you're not the smartest person in the room, then you shouldn't try to help people. And I disagree. I mean, there is a point where your lack of knowledge makes more problems than it solves, and you're just sort of getting in the way. And you have to have enough self-awareness to kind of know maybe whether you're, but I think there's many people who could be helpful and maybe aren't because they think they don't know enough. And a sincere desire to help and a willingness to be present and to help is the first step. And then you learn. Because if you only solve the problems that you experience, then you solve a small set of problems. But if you help other people solve their problems, you solve a much larger set of problems and you learn and grow. Want to get better at Betaflight? Set up an email address and invite people to send you problems and tell them you'll help them for free. And in like a year, you'll know everything about Betaflight. Be honest about what you don't know. Be humble. And be sincere in your desire to help. And then that's where you start.